Okay, guys. Hey, welcome to another edition of One God, Two Wheels, 3 minutes. Beautiful day, beautiful place today. This is Shakamak State Park. And it's a great park. If you've never been here, I encourage you to visit if you like this kind of thing. So, anyway, we camped here a lot, but it's a great little place, peaceful. So, in John 14, that's where we're going to be. And it's important to keep in mind that back in chapter 13, one of the most notable things was Christ had washed the disciples' feet, which, back in their time was a job of a servant or slave. So they didn't quite understand it. He was trying to teach them something. And there's been a lot going on. So, chapter 14 starts out, "Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. If I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." Right? And where I go, you know, and the way you know. So he's trying to clue them in on a bit of something here, but let not your hearts be troubled. Let's meditate on that for a sec. So Jesus clearly understands what these guys are going through. They've been through a lot, right? It's been a season of amazing things, from his profound and soul-searching teachings to raising Lazarus from the dead. It's been an emotional roller coaster for these guys, I'm sure. And he just took the place of a slave, and washed their feet to teach them this physical and spiritual lesson. He had announced Judas as the betrayer, and Peter was told that he would deny Jesus 3 times. Jesus had also announced that he was going to be leaving soon, and they did not understand that. The backdrop of this is, all of the things that had happened leading up to this, the fact that the leaders want Jesus captured and killed, and these guys are getting scared, obviously. I'm sure their vision and enthusiasm for this great worldly kingdom that they thought they were going to have is crumbling down before their very eyes, as they begin to realize that it's not going to happen the way they thought, right? It's understandable. I can relate to how they feel. How many times in my life, or how many times in our lives, have we felt hopeless or worried or concerned or angry or confused about things when they're not going like we expected? Right? Jesus says, he says it to them, he says it to us, let not your heart be troubled. Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6 say, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. So, feeling hopeless or worried, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Feeling angry or confused, I should lean not on my own understanding. Stop trying to understand everything all the time, and just let God, That's kind of what he's trying to say here. Let not your heart be troubled. It's interesting, he follows that up with, because in his Father's house are many mansions, and he's going to prepare a place for us, and he's coming back to receive us to himself, right? Clearly, this life is temporary in this form. It's temporary, and it's for a purpose, and even though we don't always understand the process, we are encouraged to let not our hearts be troubled, right? We are encouraged to trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding. As believers, we're being prepared for eternity, right? James 1:4 says, but let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. So being patient in the process, allowing God to work on us through his word and through things in our lives, giving us opportunities to exercise our faith, in service to the church, and just all those things. Life certainly isn't perfect. He knows that. He's saying, let not your heart be troubled. He's got it, We should depend on him, grow in the process. It's kind of what he's asking us to do. There's a psalm, and it's 118, I believe, or 138. And at the end of that, it says, though I walk in the midst of trouble, you will revive me. You will stretch out your hand against the wrath of my enemies, and your right hand will save me. Now listen to this. The Lord will perfect that which concerns me. Your mercy, O Lord, endures forever. The Lord will perfect that which concerns me. So he has our best interest in heart. Just felt like getting that out there today. Let not your hearts be troubled. Whatever you may be going through, keep trusting in the Lord, keep moving forward, have faith in that, and I promise you the blessings that come out of that are beyond what you can imagine. So anyway, I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna get back on there and ride that thing. It's a great day. I hope you guys are enjoying this good weather. And there may be somebody that's not, and they're thinking, well, maybe you're sick. You know, my boy's at home sick, so there'll come a time. You'll get the good weather. All right. Love you guys. God bless. See ya.